Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news today, let's take a look outside our very hazy and smoky weather window from this afternoon. And boy, this is just what all of us around north central Washington experience today. Yeah, the Wenatchee Valley is down there and our foothills are there, but with all that smoke that rolled in overnight from the northwest, boy, we were inundated today. This looking down, of course, from Wenatchee Heights down at the Wenatchee Valley, and smoke was even a little bit worse up around Chelan, Leavenworth. Very hard hit with air. In fact, all of us unhealthy air this afternoon. And it was a hot one once again. And our hot weather will continue. In fact, our excessive heat warning will continue through Saturday. It's going to get even a little bit hotter, folks. I think tomorrow will be our hottest day with temperatures near 105. And then we'll be probably between 100 and 105 Saturday before we cool back into the 90s Sunday and then the 80s as we get into Monday. More weather details coming your way a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A settlement has been reached for the last of 3 lawsuits against Wenatchee School District over the 2014 assaults by a student on a Wenatchee High School football team bus trip. New COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations took another big jump this week, with new case rates now above 500 per 100,000 residents, and that's the first time since last December. And amid protesters yesterday, Confluence Health says all of their employees need to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by October 18th. But first, our top story tonight. 2 men are dead and a third faces vehicular homicide charges after a semi-truck collided with a pickup yesterday afternoon, about 10 miles southeast of Quincy. According to the Washington State Patrol, the semi was northbound on Adams Road when it failed to stop at the stop sign at the intersection with State Route 283 and struck the driver's side of a Chevy Silverado pickup, which was being driven by 31-year-old Rigoberto Mamalio Garcia of Royal City. Garcia and his passenger, an unidentified 52-year-old Moses Lake man, were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the semi, 37-year-old Christopher Crisitomo of Falls City, was not injured. The State Patrol says drugs or alcohol was a factor in the crash. Crisitomo faces 2 counts of vehicular homicide. Well, the final lawsuit against Wenatchee schools over a 2014 assault on 3 students has been dismissed. All parties agreed to withdraw the lawsuit, which was filed in 2016. It was one of 3 cases brought by families of students who were assaulted by a fellow student athlete during a bus trip as the Wenatchee High School football team returned from a game in Spokane. The trip violated district guidelines because the 14-year-old assailant was ineligible to play football and had assaulted another student the previous school year. The 2 other cases settled in 2020, with the victims receiving a total of $125,000. It's not clear whether the latest dismissal involved any financial settlement. Neither the Wenatchee School District nor the plaintiff's attorney responded to NCWLIFE's requests for comment. Well, new COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations took another big jump this week, with new case rates above 500 per 100,000 residents for the first time since last December. Central Washington Hospital reported yesterday there are currently 29 people at the hospital with COVID-19, also among the highest number since the pandemic began. Confluence Health said only 1 of those patients is in the hospital's intensive care unit. Of the 29 patients at the hospital, 11 are from Chelan County and 8 from Douglas County, while 6 are from Grant County. The remainder are from counties outside north central Washington. Confluence Health employs nearly 4,000 people in medical and related fields. Now it says all of those employees need to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by October 18th. Confluence managers told all staff by memo on Tuesday that they would require, quote, all providers and staff, regardless of work location or role in the organization, to get the COVID-19 vaccine, unquote. The announcement puts the Wenatchee-based hospital and clinic in line with the emergency proclamation issued Monday by Governor Jay Inslee, which makes full vaccination by a condition of employment for all health workers across the state. The announcement and the governor's order led to a protest by vaccine resistors outside Wenatchee Valley clinics yesterday. Spokesman Andrew Canning says about 72% of all Confluence employees are already fully vaccinated and 94% of its physicians. It already requires staff to have current inoculations for measles, mumps, rubella, and seasonal flu. Wenatchee Valley College becomes the latest big employer to require COVID-19 vaccinations for its employees. The college says by September 27th, the day fall classes open, all its staff must be fully vaccinated. Wenatchee Valley College President Dr. Jim Richardson announced the decision in an email to employees today. The college already requires vaccinations for students attending on-campus classes this year. Like students, employees will have to verify proof of vaccination using an online documentation tool available beginning on August 16th. Wenatchee Valley College employs about 400 full and part-time workers. The number of staff who are already vaccinated isn't known. Well, coming up next, an Okanogan County man successfully challenged a finding by state social service agents that he had abused his child. Ash from a fire burning in the Nason Ridge area fell on homes on the south shore of Lake Wenatchee on Wednesday, but the fire was still reported to be at least 7 miles from the nearest home. And the Douglas County PUD has renewed a yearly contract with the Colville Confederated Tribes to supervise known cultural sites affected by Wells Dam. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Welcome back. In another news, an Okanogan County man successfully challenged a finding by state social service agents that he had abused his child. Tomas Rios Garcia was criminally accused of domestic violence in 2018, but the child recanted and the prosecution was dropped. Still, the Department of Social and Health Services entered a finding that Rios had abused the victim, and when he asked for a review by mail and fax, DSHS apparently lost or did not receive the request, and Rios lost his right to challenge the finding after 30 days. The Washington Court of Appeals said this week the law is ambiguous, but because Rios sent his appeal in a timely manner, social service agencies in his case must review that case again. Well, ash from a fire burning in the Nason Ridge area fell on homes on the south shore of Lake Wenatchee yesterday, but the fire was still reported to be at least 7 miles from the nearest home. Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue said the nascent fire is burning on the west end of the ridge around, should say above Rainy Pass. That's about 17 miles northwest of Plain. U.S. Forest Service crews were assigned to the fire while local fire crews were monitoring the fire's progress to ensure it doesn't burn any closer to structures. The U.S. Forest Service said a crew removed brush on an existing road to allow its firefighters easier access to the fire, which was started by lightning last week. By this morning, the fire was reported to have burned just more than 50 acres. The Douglas County PUD has renewed a yearly contract with the Colville Confederated Tribes to supervise known cultural sites affected by Wells Dam. There are more than 30 archaeologically sensitive sites in and around the dam reservoir, some of which must be reviewed for listing on the National Register for Historic Places. The Colville Tribes Archaeology Department routinely carries out such work for PUDs and other government agencies. Douglas PUD commissioners approved the $80,000 contract at their Monday meeting. The agreement runs through next May. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At Wenatchee Power Sports, we proudly offer the Polaris product line. Polaris builds the highest quality side-by-side in the industry, with off-road capability that's second to none. The Polaris pre-order program allows customers to purchase the vehicle they want without having to select from limited dealer inventory. The Wenatchee Valley has year-round access to some of the best ORV trails in the Northwest. Start your adventure here at Wenatchee Power Sports.
Hi, Stephen DeVilbiss here, Branch Manager of Beneficial and Home Care. We are an equal opportunity employer and we do not discriminate in employment or services. It is our mission to maximize our clients' physical health and sense of mental well-being while remaining in the comfort of their home. We are currently seeking professional caregivers who share our mission to help our clients live safely and comfortably at home. Call Beneficial and Home Care. Schedule your interview today, 509-663-7900.
Dr. Divis is proud to announce that Dr. Taylor Pedigo has joined the Wenatchee Dental Arts team. After much research, Dr. Pedigo chose Wenatchee Dental Arts as the place to practice and Wenatchee as the place to live. Dr. Pedigo is an honors graduate of the UCLA School of Dentistry and has made our valley his home. Wenatchee Dental Arts offers complete comprehensive dentistry from routine teeth cleaning to sedation dentistry. Wenatchee Dental Arts now offering 2 dentists to serve all your dental needs. Call for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight, NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson introduces us to Gemma the cat.
Hey everyone, Megan here with the NCWLIFE channel. We're here with Haley at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and Gemma is joining us this week. Can you tell us about her?
Yeah, so Gemma was found in an orchard, and she was brought here by a Good Samaritan who found her. She's a very sweet girl. When she first got here, she was a little bit more on the shy side. Now she is opening up and coming forward when people open her kennel door, but she is still shy to new people. So she will take a little bit of time to warm up. Bye.
And what kind of home is she looking for?
She's probably going to look for a home with no dogs, probably no other cats. And if there are kids in the home, probably older kids, so that way they're not so rambunctious and startle her.
And what's the adoption process?
If they're interested in adopting Gemma, they can come down to our shelter to meet her. We are open from 11 until 6 on the weekdays, 11 until 5 on the weekends. We are closed 1:30 to 2:30 daily for quiet time. But if you come in any time between our open hours, you can come down and ask to see Gemma.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
right, let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday today as we head towards the weekend. But this is what we got today. A lot of smoke all across North Central Washington. We weren't the only ones. In fact, this smoke extended all the way from Seattle over into Spokane. So basically our entire state saw some of this today as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Even with that smoke, it got warm out there today. But with our northerly flow now and that smoke, temperatures did stay down just a little bit from yesterday. 102 yesterday, 99 unofficially today. 88 is our normal high temperature. How about that low temperature overnight? 81 degrees. Unbelievable, wasn't it? 62 is our normal low. Record high, we almost got there. It was in 2015 at 103 degrees. Record low, 53 in 1991. Sunrise this morning, 5:54, and the sun will set tonight at 8:17. Taking a peek at your Friday weather. Many of you getting out of town possibly tomorrow, and it's going to be a hot one, so crank up that air conditioner on the way. Look at some of these temperatures. 103 from Moses Lake over into Ephrata, Quincy, Wenatchee, all the way up Highway 97 to Leavenworth. 101 degrees tomorrow. Omak, the hot spot with that Omak stampede going on. It's going to be a hot one. 104 degrees for Omak tomorrow. As we take a look at our surface loop, high pressure is being thinned out somewhat. There is an area of low pressure that will kick this high pressure back out in the Pacific and also move some of that high pressure inland, and that will change our weather, but not until we see a hot one for Friday. Areas of smoke and hot. We're talking temperatures 102 to 107 tomorrow. Boy, and that's all over central and eastern Washington. Getting you into Saturday, still some hazy conditions out there. A northwest breeze is really why we're seeing that. The flow bringing that smoke from fires our way, and it's still going to be hot on Saturday with highs between 100 and 105 degrees. And then changes begin to happen by Sunday. We're going to see some windy conditions pick up. Here's our area of low pressure and associated cold front. That will swing through on Sunday, cooling us down just a little bit. We're talking lower to mid 90s, but then much cooler as we get into Monday, and windy as well all across Washington state. We're looking at highs on Monday mainly in the mid 80s, maybe even a little bit of rain on the west side of the Cascades as well. And boy, as we move through Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to stay fairly cool. We'll see sunshine, less wind on Tuesday. Most of that smoke with a westerly breeze will stay away from us, so that should be nice. High temperatures Tuesday, once again in the mid 80s, and then we warm up just a little bit. High pressure once again begins to develop out in the Pacific, and that'll warm our temperatures on Wednesday into the upper 80s. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast now. 76 tonight, 103 tomorrow, 78 our low, 102 Saturday, and then the cool off. 94 Sunday, 84 on Monday, and we'll stay just slightly below normal Tuesday at 86, back to normal Wednesday. Sunny skies then with a high temperature of 89. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
The 2021 Grant County Fair is happening August 17th through the 21st in Moses Lake. Check out the biggest ag-based fair in Washington State as kids show hundreds of animals. Or check out some of the more famous cuisine, such as Space Burgers or Block 40 ice cream. Friday night features country sensation Parmalee on the Brian Miller stage. Saturday, check out Grupo Control. Lots of music, food, animals, and of course, a huge carnival. Head to the website at gcfairgrounds.com.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The Mariners earned their 60th win of the season with a walk-off hit by Luis Torrens in the bottom of the ninth to beat Texas 2-1 last night. It was another grinded-out kind of game for Seattle, managing just 2 runs on 7 hits. Tyler Anderson struggled through 5+ innings, but kept the Mariners in it, allowing just 1 run. A play that sparked Seattle's rally came by relief pitcher Joe Smith in the top of the 6th.
The race is on. Joe Smith, Calrani, Joe Smith, and he makes the catch! An athlete has arrived for out number 3.
Mariners loaded the bases for Jared Kelenic in the bottom half of that inning.
We are tied. Jared Kelenic, bases loaded, 4-pitch walk. Crawford scores even at 1.
Game remained tied at 1 until the bottom of the 9th, and 2 men aboard for Luis Torrens.
Into center field, and the Mariners are winning on a bomb off the wall. Luis Torrens, walk-off revenge against Texas. That's just an outstanding at-bat, Aaron, by Luis Torrens. Able to work the count to 3-1 to get something he can handle. And boy, does he put a charge into this one. Off the wall in center field for the W.
Manager Scott Service says it might not be pretty all the time, but a win is a win.
After last night, these tight games with not a whole lot of offense going on, you never quite know how it's going to work out. But, I give our guys credit. We hit some balls really hard there in the 9th inning to get the final run across the plate. But, starts with our pitching tonight, giving us a chance. I thought Tyler Anderson threw the ball really well. After a long first couple innings, it wasn't easy for him to get any outs first time through, but then he got on a nice little roll. And Joe Smith, a couple big outs there with the guy on third was huge to just keep it at 1. And after that, I think one of the key outs in the game, as crazy as it sounds, but Cal Raleigh, the caught stealing on Connor Falafa after he was hit by a pitch in the 8th, really big out. And Cal, not a awesome night at the plate. He struggled there a little bit in some at bats, but got us a huge out in that point in the game. And again, offensively, I thought, we did grind through some at bats. Kelenic taking the walk, and then obviously he smoked that ball in the 9th. And then nicest thing is that he just ran so hard out of the box to make it to second on something like that was awesome and set the whole inning up. So
Mariners and Rangers wrapping up that 3-game series earlier today. We'll get results tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. And other American League West play, Houston's Framber Valdez struck out 8 over 6 innings to lead the Astros over the Rockies 5-1. Alademus Diaz drove in 3 runs on 3 hits for Houston. Elvis Andrus and Jed Lowry homered in a 4-run 8th inning for Oakland as the A's came from behind to beat Cleveland 6-3. George Springer hit 2 of Toronto's 4 home runs in a 10-2 win over Los Angeles. Shohei Ohtani hit his 38th homer of the season for the Angels. Everyone's now chasing Boston for the final American League wildcard spot. Oakland has moved ahead of the Red Sox. Yankees are 2 games back, while the Blue Jays are 2.5 back. Seattle 5.5 back heading into today. Well, particular interest for baseball fans today, the Field of Dreams game being set in the cornfields of Iowa. Major League Baseball has built a ballpark at the same fabled field of Kevin Costner's movie Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa. The Yankees will face the White Sox in the first game at this park. That game underway on Fox. About 8,000 fans able to attend the game on temporary bleachers. According to TickPick, the average price for a ticket in the secondary market over $1,400. That would make it the most expensive regular season MLB game on record. Well, Wenatchee's pitching staff was certainly worth the $9 price of admission at Yakima County Stadium last night. Apple Sox edged the Pippins 5-4. Cole Hatton was strong over 5 innings, and Skylar Hales and Chase Grillo did the rest for Wenatchee as they even the series at a game apiece. We get more on last night's game from the radio voice of the Apple Sox, Joel Norman.
The Wenatchee Apple Sox defeated the Yakima Valley Pippins by a 5-4 score last night at Yakima County Stadium. Colin Villegas cleared the bases with a double in the third inning, and then in the next inning, Garrett Cutting hit his fourth triple of the season to score a pair, and the Apple Sox would pick up the 5-4 win over the Yakima Valley Pippins. Now the Pippins are already clinched a playoff spot, so these games meaningless, but the Apple Sox looking to end the season on a high note by taking the series victory. Cole Hatton went 5 innings to earn his second win of the season. 3 solid innings of relief from Skylar Hales, and that was the bridge to Chase Grillo tossing a scoreless 9th inning to pick up his 5th save of the summer. The season finale and the series finale coming up tonight at 7:05 at Yakima County Stadium. And with your Apple Sox update, I'm Joel Norman.
Thank you, Joe. Colin Villegas finished 1 for 4 with 3 ribbies, while Garrett Cutting was 2 for 4 with a run and 2 RBIs. You can hear the game final of the season tonight on Sunny FM. Other West Coast League play last night. Walla Walla snapped its 12-game losing streak with a 6-0 win over Ridgefield. Kevin Kirchhoff struck out 10 over 6 and a third innings of 3-hit shutout ball to earn the victory. Bellingham scored 3 runs in the top of the 10th inning to hand Cowlitz an 11-8 loss. Bennett Lee and Daniel Gernon each had 3 hits to lead the Bells. Jacob Jablonski's 2-run home run in the top of the 15th helped Portland overcome Port Angeles 5-3. The marathon took nearly 5 hours to complete. Sam Linscott drove in 3 runs to give him 34 ribbies on the summer to power Bend over Corvallis 9-2. Now, Cowlitz's 10-inning loss to Bellingham last night ended any hope for the Bears to reach the postseason. Portland's in the driver's seat heading into tonight's final game, 1 in front of both Ridgefield and Bend for the final playoff spot in the South. Some of the games tonight have been moved back because of the heat. Portland and Port Angeles will start at 6:35 along with Bellingham at Cowlitz. As you heard, Wenatchee and Yakima Valley will go at 7:05. That's the same story for Ridgefield at Walla Walla. Bend and Corvallis get underway at 7:35 tonight. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And finally tonight, firefighters on the Cedar Creek fire near Mazama weren't just protecting people and structures this week. They also took the time to herd a bunny rabbit to safety.
Thank you, Grant. Tomorrow is Friday.
She's got the torch behind you. Saving the bunny.
Now let's check in with Dan Koontz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you, Grant. Tomorrow is Friday. We love Fridays because, according to the calendar, Fridays are followed by Saturday and Sunday. You put those 2 things together, you got yourself a weekend. How long is this smoke and haze and how weather is going to last? Well, I'll let you know. I'll have that latest weather forecast for you tomorrow, plus news, sports, everything you need to get your weekend going during the dog days of a hot and smoky summer. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley will be live and local right here from this very studio at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL, 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Do you have a fun or interesting video you'd like to see featured here on the NCW Life channel? It's easy. All you have to do is send us an email at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.